Good morning, it's June 1st, Monday, instead of my normal Tuesday weekly videos. Frankly, I'm speaking to you with a heavy heart. Today, I will talk about the killing of George Floyd. Since last week, my wife and daughter have been in, of all places, Minneapolis, staying with my father and mother-in-law for the summer. So the horrific event that took place in the city hit home in a very personal way. After a lot of media coverage and conversations over the past few days, I wanted to tell you what I've been thinking, feeling, and doing. To begin with, I stand with the protesters in their condemnation of this latest example of deadly racism. That must be a starting point for any feeling human being. The demand for justice must be heard and embraced. This nation must find a way to end the terrible narrative of one murder after another of unarmed black men and women by the police. No one should die because of the color of their skin, period. I also believe that in these protests, we must reject violence of any kind. Vandalizing homes and businesses and inciting altercations dishonor Mr. Floyd's death. We must instead harness our outrage and our passion and positively alter mindsets and behavior. At the New York Power Authority and Canal Corporation, we understand problem solving. We know that ignoring systemic issues does not help us achieve our business goals. This injustice should not persist because problem solving is perceived as too difficult. Injustice is not an inconvenience. Being silent in the face of wrongdoings is unacceptable. If you are a black or mixed race employee at NYPA or Canals, please know I see you, I hear you, and you work in an organization that values and cares about you. If you are not a black or mixed race employee, it is critical to understand the importance of solidarity, listening and figuring out ways you can support your coworkers during these challenging times. I'm asking my executive leadership team and our senior managers to provide the necessary forums and ongoing discussions and resources. We will do all we can to ensure that our organization can make a difference. This is such an important moment, and we need to think seriously about how we can all become truly engaged. And this takes us to the inspiring words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This is what he said: "History will have to record that the greatest tragedy of this period of social transition was not the strident clamor of the bad people, but the appalling silence of the good people." Thank you so much for listening.